Hey guys, let me first apologize. I'm always on the move and I had to shoot this quick little video in my car. So I apologize for being in the car. And I'm Scott Brewster. I'm in Ridgeland, Mississippi shooting this today. But I've been asked to share a quick little overview of what we've got with this United Games app. And I hope you give me just a few minutes because the person that shared this with you is genuinely interested in you knowing about this. And first, let me say nobody's selling anything to anybody. I've got 5 kids. I'm vice president of a company that processes health insurance claims. We got about 1,600 employees out of Dallas. And, this isn't my gig. This is just a little hobby that I play around with, and I think it's going to be very significant. So, with that being said, let's get started, because I want to try to keep this to about 10 minutes. For those of you who are gamers, or those of you who know gamers, you might have heard of a company called EA Sports. Well, I got a call a couple of weeks ago from a buddy of mine, and he had told me at the time that a couple of game developers from EA Sports had decided, if you're like me, you go around to restaurants and airports, everybody's looking down at their phone, right? And they're looking down, they're playing Angry Birds, they're playing Candy Crush, they're playing Clash of the Clans, or they're on social media, maybe they're on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, any of these things. Or they're checking their sports scores. So these guys from EA Sports thought to themselves, what if we could combine the app world, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry with Angry Birds and whatnot, if we could combine that kind of feel with social media and then wrap in a quality game, they thought they could really, really be onto something. So they've got their business plan together, they've seeded this thing, looks like $25-30 million, there's a lot of money to get it going. And here's what the game is. I'm going to briefly talk about what the game is, why you might be interested, and then kind of what to do. So, what the game is it's the first ever global interactive sports app. So, global interactive sports app. Let's talk about what those words mean. And the best way to do it is to give you an example. Let's say Joe downloads the game, right? And Joe has downloaded the game because you had suggested to Joe that he download the game. Well, what he's going to be able to do is to call up the app, go to say the NFL or MLB or whatever, but let's just say NFL. He's going to be able to go into the NFL. Let's say he's a Saints fan and it's Sunday morning. He can log in, go into the Saints game, and maybe they're playing the 49ers, right? So as a player, this will be the first time ever that anybody's been able to actively interact with the game while it's going on. And here's what I mean by that. He'll be able to get the app, and let's say the Saints are 3rd and 7. Well, there's going to be a little make the call thing on the top of the app that says, hey, they're going to go right, they're going to go left, they're going to throw it, they're going to fumble, and he, real time, is going to make the calls on that app. All right, so Joe says, man, I know the Saints, they're going to run it right, boom, I'm going to hit it, and he's going to make the call. So he's going to actively participate in the game real time as it's going on. And he might be sitting in Tokyo, he might be sitting in Jackson, Mississippi, he might be in London, doesn't matter. The app's going to be everywhere, but he can participate real time interacting with the game, first time ever. Now, for Joe to do this, Joe's going to need to have tokens, and this is why this is important to you. Get this part. Joe needs to have tokens. He can either purchase tokens. My kids come to me all the time. Hey, Dad, I want $3.99 for this stack of tokens, or I want $4.99 for that stack of tokens. Well, Joe's going to be able to buy tokens to participate in the game and play with his friends. Or he's going to be able to earn tokens. This part is really key. He could earn tokens by simply watching a 30-second video. So let's say Chevy Trucks has a new truck coming out. They run a 30-second ad. Joe watches that 30-second ad. He gets some chips or tokens to play the game. So he might watch 4 or 5 videos a day to get tokens to play the game. Well, each time a video generates and is watched, Chevrolet or these other Fortune 100 companies, they pay United Games $1. All right? Now, United Games has agreed with us, the affiliates like myself and hopefully you, they've agreed to return 43 cents out of every dollar back to the affiliate world. All right? So Chevrolet pays $1 for that little ad. United Games has agreed in various ways to return 43 cents on the dollar to the people that made the watching of that ad possible. So there's Joe. He's buying tokens, he's earning tokens, or maybe he's just got a membership and he gets a certain amount of tokens each month. But whatever way he's getting tokens, revenue is being generated inside this app. As you guys watch this video right now, there are billions and billions and billions of dollars being generated by Angry Birds and Clash of the Clans and Candy Crush and all these other interactive free games that once you're in there, you download tokens and whatnot to spend, okay? Now, so keep that in mind. Joe's playing, you know, the Saints, 49ers. He's spending his little $5 or $6, $10, whatever he does. But it's no fun to play a game, right, without somebody to play with. So Joe invites 20 friends. The first thing when he downloads the app, it's going to say, invite your friends. He's going to go through all his contact list and invite everybody he knows to play the game. So maybe he's got 20 guys he's playing the game with, or ladies around the country, around the world. Well, those people are going to say, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm going to send out an invite to my 20 friends. And so Joe, watching the game, the Sunday afternoon game with the 49ers and Saints, he might have 300 or 400 people that he's introduced the game to through his network of friends and associates that don't know anything about a business opportunity. They're just downloading a free app and having fun with the first interactive game. Now, we've been talking about NFL, but it's also going to be NBA, MLB, FIFA. There are far more soccer fans in the world than there are all the other sports combined. And this app is going to be for all sports all around the world. So imagine Joe. Joe invites 20 or 30 people the first weekend. The next weekend he invites 20 or 30 different people, and they're all inviting people. And he's incented within the app. He's incented to invite friends. Now, what does all that mean to you? Well, those 400 people that Joe has networked around and mentioned this app to, let's just say Joe's not an affiliate of the business. You are. You introduced Joe to it. He downloads the app. Well, the system is going to look to pay somebody for all of those tokens that were generated in that game. So they're going to look to Joe and they're going to say, oh, Joe's just a gamer. We're going to look to the affiliate. Say I introduced Joe. Well, United Games the next month is going to send me a check for all the tokens that were generated with all those hundreds of gamers down below. It's fanatically powerful. You'll lose sleep thinking about this idea. So what we've got is the first app of its kind ever on the globe. It's going to be the only interactive game, at least on the market, until somebody copies us. You're going to have hundreds or thousands. I plan on having hundreds of thousands of players in my organization that are paying every month and that are generating income for my family. And the cool thing is I'm not selling anything to anybody. I'm just telling people about a free app. They get in, they interact, and they play with it. And let me tell you about a couple of things, and we'll try to wrap up here, because this is really key. What happens when this app launches on or around September 1st, let's say September, people are going to be able to go to the App Store. There's only 4 app stores. So they'll be able to go to the App Store to download the game. If you send them to the App Store and you send them an invitation, they're going to get coded to you, and anything they ever do, you're going to get paid for. But let's say that some little Japanese fella in Tokyo is in class and hears about the app and wants to follow his soccer team next year. He goes to the game store, say Apple. He's wanting to download the app. It says who referred you. He doesn't know anybody that referred him, so he says nobody referred me. And he gets, this is really powerful, try to catch this, he gets randomly placed in your business or my business or one of the other affiliates' business. He gets randomly placed in your organization. So when he invites his 100 friends and they invite their 100 friends, and 2 or 3 years down the road, that little Japanese boy in Tokyo has been responsible for bringing 1,000 gamers in that don't have any idea that anybody's making anything, but all of that revenue trickles up to you because he was randomly placed in your business. So we've got an app that is going to be phenomenally viral, and it feeds itself because everybody's wanting to invite people. So what happens in September when this thing launches? Well, you and I, if you're watching this video, someone shared it with you. And what we need to be doing for roughly the next 90 days is telling other people about what's happening. I plan on having 25,000 gamers before the app launches in September. So how does that happen? It happens virally, 10 by 10 by 10 by 10. If everybody that I introduce it to runs out and gets 10 folks to download a free app, I'll have easily 100,000 people. Now, what I have a decision to make when the app launches is, do I want to be an affiliate and be in the income stream, in which case I pay $29.95 one time, and then I pay $9.95 a month after that. All right, so the way I look at that is I've got $29.95 as my capital investment. My ongoing business expense is $9.95, so it's like well, duh, why would I not participate in this at such a low cost? If anything ever happens, or I don't like it, or the app flops, or whatever happens, I just cancel it, no harm done. But the neat thing is, I feel like that I'm going to turn this into easy 5 figures a month for my family. And so as my income grows with the app over the years, my $9.95 stays put. So what kind of business have you ever even looked at where your expense was only $9.95 and your income could be whatever it is, 6 figures a month, 7 figures, it doesn't matter, but your expense stays at $9.95. It's just for me personally, not to belittle anybody else's choices, but for me personally, it's the biggest no-brainer of any business I've ever seen. All right, so to recap, the world's first interactive sports app is going to allow you to share it with friends. It's going to grow virally around the world. The cost to participate is not even worth mentioning, really. $9.95 is like I'm about to go into the coffee shop here and buy 2 cups of coffee. I'm going to spend $9 for that. What we have here is an opportunity to build an organization with literally thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of gamers in it. So what do you do now? The person sent you this video. Grab a pen. I want to give you a website. I'm going to wait. Get a pen. All right. www.thebetterwaytoplay.net. All right. That's thebetterwaytoplay.net, not .com. So go to thebetterwaytoplay.net. There's a great little video. It's a little shorter than mine here, but very graphically friendly. Send that video to everybody in your contact list. You're going to have people. I've been doing it. Anytime I send that video to somebody, they immediately call me and say, my God, what is this? And I share a little bit about what I've just told you. So what I want you to do is share that thebetterwaytoplay.net. Once they call you back, say, hey, I've got a buddy in Jackson, Mississippi. He's done about a 10-minute video here. It looks like a 15-minute video here, sorry. But then you share this video with your folks, and it grows. When you become an affiliate, you're going to have a back office that allows you to text invitations for people to join. So right now, the company is not going to charge anything. They don't charge the $9.95 or the $29.95. Right now, we're building a base of ground floor affiliates that are going to introduce this to the world. It's going to ask you for a credit card number, but they don't do anything with a credit card until September when the game starts. And then that's when you pay your $29.95 and your $9.95. So share this with anybody that you know. That it takes a little bit of vision, but I personally will be very surprised if by the end of 2017 I don't have 500,000 gamers in my organization. And I say my, it really should be in our organization. If you're seeing this, you're probably going to be in my organization, and I'd love to have you. And I'm here to help. Anytime you need a 3-way phone call, my cell phone number is 601-405-9622. 601-405-9622. Let's build this thing together and have fun. Thanks. Bye.